At a House hearing on cybersecurity on July 29th, Congressman Garbarino asked Kim Zetter, a professor at Georgetown, an expert on the topic, what can be learned from Stuxnet.
What is the significance of Stuxnet today, and what lessons did we learn? What lessons should we have learned that we have not learned yet from it?
I mean, the primary lesson is the focus on OT systems. That Stuxnet showed the danger that weapons like this can have against critical infrastructure, and of course, not just doing what a normal virus does, but causing destruction. I think also basically the small utilities and the small organizations, I just want to emphasize that because it's been brought up a lot. I talked about, when you asked me how effective CISA has been, and I said that they've been effective in terms of providing these small organizations with a service that they can't otherwise get. And the panelists had said that the CISA shouldn't be doing what local or what private industry can be doing. The problem is that those small utilities and small organizations don't have the funds or haven't had the funds in many cases to actually get it privately, so they have relied on CISA for that kind of service. And I think that when we have legislation, of course, that has that ability to provide the funds, that's really significant for those organizations, and that shouldn't go away. So I think that the overall lesson from Stuxnet is that the capabilities out there are really sophisticated, really advanced, and we haven't seen the full use of the capabilities that Stuxnet showed. For various reasons, probably deterrence is one of the good ones, at least from the US perspective, that adversaries are having second thoughts about targeting US infrastructure. But also I sort of make a distinction between those who have the will and those who have the ability. And those who have the ability haven't until now really had the will to go after US critical infrastructure. And those who have had the will, perhaps maybe terrorist groups, others, haven't necessarily had the ability. It doesn't take much to marry those two together. Even someone that has will and doesn't have ability can purchase that ability, can purchase that capability. And now we're entering into a phase where even we've relied on the large nation states, China and Russia, we've relied on them not having the will to target US infrastructure. And I think what we're talking about and going into potential conflict with China, we've eliminated that gate now, and they do have the will, potentially, to go after US infrastructure.
For more congressional news, stay tuned to Congress Clips, and thanks for watching.